Something different here for a change. I received a WhatsApp yesterday, that a screenshot on a WhatsApp of somebody who's lost a dog. A friend of mine forwarded that WhatsApp to me, and the owner has encouraged a lot of people to get together at the top of another street, which is further, meets up with this trail quite a bit further up, and go looking for the dog. They're planning on like splitting up, meeting up there in about 2 minutes time, and then splitting up and see if they can find their dog. They don't even know I'm heading to them, because I'm already covering a great part of the search here, and they don't even know it. I still don't see any dog, but it's been a while. I mean, this message was forwarded to me last night. There are a few trail runners and cyclists that come on here. One of them would have found it, so I don't want to be horrible, but I'm not particularly optimistic that they're actually going to find the dog. We will have to see about that. So if I meet up with anybody here, before I'm actually at the meeting point at the top of that street, I can tell them that I've already walked along here looking left and right as well, and not found anything. First ask the first person I see whether they're part of that group. I mean, it's better than not going anywhere today. So yeah, let's go and see if we find a dog. Benji or something? I can't remember the name. It was on that WhatsApp. Can't remember the name of the dog. But it's such a beautiful trail. One may as well go for a walk on it and serve a double purpose. I wanted to bring my dog, and I thought, nah, you know what? If it's quite a couple of people, and strangers in particular, maybe one or two or three of them are going to be bringing their dogs. That is, if anybody has actually responded and intends to get together at the starting point. We will have to see. Boy, that walk yesterday was, or over the weekend, not yesterday, that camping, that was great at Eagle Falls. Some serious overnight camping there with a group. Glass of wine or two, I should say, among some of them. But the birds in the morning was just great. Anyway, highlight of this video would be if we find the dog. Otherwise, enjoy the scenery. Heap of people that have arrived. I'd say a group of about 10, 12, 14 people maybe, from all range, age, you name it, that are up here. Surprised at the amount of people. One must also look inside here. Inside because obviously one has covered the open parts. You can see for miles, but one must have a look and see if one sees anything hidden between the forests here. There were monkeys. There's a sniffer dog that's being trained, that's with us. Might show you now, and could clearly sniff something. So we look up the tree and there are some monkeys. Amazing how well they work. They've all decided to call us back for some reason there. Quite a way further down, the whole main group split into 2 groups, or 3 groups basically. And I was the only one who opted to take this route, which is considerably further up. There are the 2 girls. You won't see them on the GoPro, that came running past me. I don't think they're even aware of the fact that they've just passed Marcus's entrance, the old man that you may have heard me talk about in the past, that lives here in the bush and has lived here in the bush and forest for years. So anyway, at least one can say somebody. I've opted to do a circle route here at the top. See if I can find Jackson. Jackson is his name. So why not? At least it gives them peace of mind. This has also been done. If I were those 2 girls, we had a black guy coming walking down with this huge panga in his hand. I said to him, God, are you in the mountain? What are you doing with this panga? Certainly just does not look, he's definitely not your average hiker. A little completely overweight. I don't know, maybe he's been working here clearing trails for people. Let's see. Let's call Jackson. Jackson! Come, Jackson! And then another thing I want to see is there's this concrete formation that goes about a meter underground with this massive concrete, flat concrete roof, about a foot or two in depth, height, call it what you like. And I want to see, because apparently an old friend of mine told me that there's a clear entrance to it now. In other words, somebody could be living in it, and I'm pretty interested to see who on earth would, whether it does look obvious. If so, this is not the best time to go and have a look. It's better to go and have a look in the middle of the day, when whoever it is that lives there is more likely to be down in town, maybe somewhere. If somebody is living in there, I'm always intrigued to see what is going on. Notice these two trails, these two stripes. Looks like a trolley's been pushed here to get things up here. We'll see now. No water running here. Anyway, let's go and have a look. See, I'll show you now. You'll see these two marks here. You may see the stripes here. Look there. Clearly parallel. We'll see if they turn left and head up towards Marcus's place, or go straight. No, they turn left, going up to Marcus's place here. Maybe somebody else is living with him now. Anyway, catch you later when I get to that concrete. Well, here it is. If somebody was living in here, or if somebody did move in here, then the trail is not particularly clear anymore. See this weird entrance to it. It goes that way and then turns in towards that way. And it goes about a meter underground. And look, you can see somebody has walked here. You can see somebody has been here. But it probably wasn't for long. This would have been cut away now. If the person wanted to be here permanently, this would have been cleared up here. Totally, you wouldn't even think, look at that. You wouldn't even think there's a building there, would you? So there's no way Jackson would be in there. Come, Jackson. Where are you? We'll see. Wonder what the chances are that the dog has met up with somebody living in the mountain here. Very slim, I think. The majority of them are, well, 2 or 3 that I know, and then the 3 or 4 that live together are considerably further up there. Little buck spurs here. May see that. Tell you, this is the furthest way from home, if he's here, anywhere. Well, now, this is interesting. Clearly something's been going on here. I don't know. Why would they open up there? Excavations and then opening up there. We're not very far. In fact, we've just passed. That's what makes it even more interesting. The part where these 4 odd guys, no, about to get there now, these 3 or 4 odd guys live together. Dirty, in Afrikaans they call them bosslapers. More directly translated, it stands for bush sleepers, who live right here. You would not even think there's a little building inside there. That's where they live. And if they greet me when they come down the street, I don't even bother greeting them. Dirtiest people you can imagine in your fucking life. They're going to set this mountain on fire there one day. So as you can gather, I'm not particularly in favor of them. Here's the entrance, but I'm quite aware of them. Last time I was here, the one was saying, "Nee, ons is besig om skoon te maak." That stands for, "No, but we're busy cleaning up now." I said, "Yeah, like hell, you're busy cleaning up. It's the middle of the day and you're fast asleep." In other words, do I sympathize? No. Dirty people do not get any sympathy from me. So, yeah, you could easily see one of them coming up here now. This is the obvious path they follow to their place there. But it is beautiful here, isn't it? There's a lot of wattle trees. Hardly indigenous. Doesn't look too bad. Well, unfortunately, no Jackson. Hope the doggy's alright. Not 100% at home yet. May as well cover this little piece again here. And look out for the snakes. You naturally tend to look out even more when you pass in places where you've seen 2 puff adders. You know they're here somewhere. Well, they could be quite far away by now, but you just tend to be a little bit more vigilant. They were right here. Those 2 that were struggling with each other. No, I might take a look there tomorrow. I've just heard the huge generator of waterworks go on. You know what that means? Load shedding! In other words, what load shedding is for any foreigner that stumbles upon this, our electricity is off for the next 2 hours again. That's what you get in a third world country like South Africa that has gone down the drains for the past 30 years. And then you can look up a little bit more on South Africa. But since this particular party has taken power 30 years ago, it has gone absolutely down the bloody drains that we've run out of electricity and sit without power for either 2 or 4 or very often 6 hours per day. That's more time without power than what Ukraine sits without power, a country that's in the middle of a war, and we're worse off than that. Drives me up the wall. Anyway, thanks for joining, guys. This will probably end up being longer than I was planning to make it, but at least you can know what the point of this walk was. And I'll take my dog for a little walk now down the street. So thanks for joining.